Namaste. Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. We saw till the 10th shloka in the last class, the 9th and 10th in the Anuloma and Pratiloma. Sagasa bharataye bhamabhata manyumattaya satra madhyamaya tape potaya adhigata rasa sarata gadhiya tapopetaya madhyamatrasa yattamanyumata bhama bhayeta rabhasagasa tanavadapakopabha rame kananadasasa Yalata vridha sevaka kaikeyi mahadaha hahadahamayi keikaikavasa vritalaya sasadanana kamera bhama kopadavanata. In the Anuloma, we're looking at Ramayanam, and this 10th shloka talks about Kaikeyi's anger as she asks for the two boons from Dasharatha, and she sends Rama to the forest. So Kaikeyaha kopaha varnitaha atra kopaha na kevalam kopaha ramasya vyoma-samskrta-pathasala api atra uktam. So ramasya rajyabhisheke Kaikeyi sukhad apeta asit apaka tanavat apaka umabha sa tanavat dukhat dukha karanat krisha abhut. So tasmat tanavat karshyat sa prakasham vihaya umabha haridravarna asit lata vridha seva lata avriddha sevaka. Lata, she was like a creeper because she had become really thin out of anger here, or out of that grief that Rama was getting the Rajyam. And avriddha sevaka, she did not care about vridha Dasharatha, or nor did she care about what the elders would think if she took such a decision to send Rama to the forest. So Gurujanasya Dasharatasya va sa adaram na pradarshayati sma. So tadrisha sa mahada kananada. So there was a issue with mahada and kananada. Mahada is Utsavam dadati prayaha, but then the artham that we need to take here is Utsavam nashayati iti. Maham dhyati iti mahada. And because she asked Rama to go to the forest, or she gave going to the forest to Rama. Kananada, Rame kananada asit sa. In the Pratiloma Padyam, Haha dahamayi keikaikavasa iddha vritalaya sa sadanana kamera bhama kopa davanata. This describes Bhama's kopa. The poet very beautifully takes similar incidents and describes it both in Anulomam and Pratilomam to keep a symmetry both ways. You will see in the next shloka also. Bhamayaha kopaha atra varnitaha Dahamayi sa, so santapa yukta. She has so much of grief inside. Grief, and santapam is more like burning grief. Keka ekavasa iddha vritalaya. Her alayam was completely covered now. She usually has it open and anybody could come in and go. Now that she was angry and she was in one state, she decided to just close her alayam, her house. Keka ekavasa, where her house usually is a residing place of Keka dhvani, Mayura dhvani nam, the Saundaryam asita tatra. So because of the Madhura Dhvani, there was one beauty that was associated with her palace, and that palace was now closed to everybody. Sada ananaka amera ira one who is like Bhumi. She is the Ama Ira. She is the Bhumi. Sada Ananaka. Her she had always a beautiful face. And Kopa Davanata, her face was now, even though she was beautiful, now she was looking down because of Kopam. And usually anger, the face reflects whatever is there in the mind. The mind, face will reflect, your words may not reflect, but immediately it will be seen in your face. So sa adhomukhi jata yataha tasyam kopaha asit iti karanat. Ama ira roganam karanam shokam manasi dhrita. She was carrying, ama is rogam, and even grief can produce rogam. Antashokaha can start festering, and it will be detrimental to the body. Okay, so now we'll move on to the 11th shloka. Varamanada satyasa hrita pitradarad aho bhaswara sthiradhirapo bhaswara sthiradhiropaharora vanagami asau saumyagana vararoha parodhira sthira swabhaha hodarad atra Apita Hri Satyasadanam Ara Va. Yeah. Okay. So Vara Manada Satyasa Hrita Pitra Apitra Adarat Aho Bhaswaraha Sthiradhiraha Sthiradhira Upahara Sthiradhiraha Upaharoraha Vanagami Asau. This is the padachedam for apahara uraha vanagami asau. This is the padachedam for anuloma padyam. It describes Rama, who is a vanagami, who has taken up the vratam of going to the forest. So vara manada satya asa hrita pitr adarat aho bhaswaraha sthira dhiraha apahara uraha vanagami asau. So actually you can think of this padam here, bhaswara sthiradi. You can take it as there is another sakara here, okay, and then dhiro apahara with an avarga here. So then it will explain why this padam is like this. So the anvaya here is aho bhaswaraha. All of the adjectives will be put together now. Bhaswaraha sthiradhiraha saha asau ramaha varamanada satyasa hrita pitradharat apahara uraha vanagami babhuva. This is your anvaya here. The short meaning of this is Rama, who was very lustrous, bhaswaraha sthiradhiraha dhairya yuktaha saha. Out of respect for his father, he removed his ornaments and went to the forest. This is the tatparyam, or the condensed meaning in this shloka. The chandas here is anushtup. So varamanada satyasa hrita pitradaradaho bhaswara sthira dhiropahara. Bhaswara sthira dhiropaharo ravanagamyasau. You have to say it together because there is this avarga which separates it. So at least there is no yati bhanga that we need to worry about. Bhaswaraha. Bhaha asya asti. So bhaswaraha. Varach is a pratyaya that is added here. So bhaswaraha prakashamanaha, one who is who has the luster of saha. He is the avataram of Vishnu, so he definitely has that luster in him. That is the Ananta Kalyana Gunaha, and he is Brahmaswarupa. That Satya Tejas is there in him also as a human. And because he is an avatar of Vishnu, naturally there is a charisma that is associated with Rama here. The next one is Sthira Dhiraha. Now this Sthira Dhira, the Vyakhyata gives a twist here. So Sthiraha Dhiraha is easy to explain. Saying Sthiraha, he is a steadfast person. Dhiraha, he is a courageous person. So very easy to explain it as karmadharaya, but that's what you have to take it as. But the Vyakhyata says, Mahashuraha ityadau mahatvam shaurye iva sthiratvam dhairye anveti. It's a little twisted here. You don't say he is firm, but you say he has a firm courage. So Rama, who has a courage which is firm in all situations. So it is not that he is firm and he has courage, which are mutually exclusive. They don't have any connection towards each other. Iti nasti tatra. So you will have to take it in the format as saha mahanapi asti, shuraha api asti iti nasti. Shauryam yat tasmin vartate tattu mahatvayuktam shauryam iti. So he has a great courage which is firm. So which means those two are connected. He is not firm and he is not courageous in certain places, he is firm in certain places, iti nasti. There is a continuous, steady show of firm courage in him. Sthiram dhairyam yasya ityarthaha. So that dhairyam, you can't use this as the Vigraha Vakyam. You will have to say Sthiraha Dhiraha. Sthiraha cha asau dhiraha cha sthiradhiraha ityeva tatra vaktavyam. But when you are explaining, the tatparyam of this samastapadam is such that Ramasya sthiram dhairyam asit. Why is it important? In all situation, he is able to maintain his manodhairyam. He is able to maintain an equanimity in every situation. So then, he is elevated to the position, or this adjective elevates Rama to the position of a Muni. And we need that because he is going to the forest, right? So, dukkheshu anudvignamanaha, sukheshu vighatasprahaha, vitaraga bhayakrodhaha, stitadhir muniruchyate, right? So, this is the shloka in Gita, yeah? So, dukkheshu anudvignamanaha, dukkheshu, during dukkham, when there is a dukkham for people, during that time. So this is in second chapter, I think 56 is the number. I have not written that. Second chapter, verse number 56. Dukkheshu, whenever there is, what is the natural tendency of people? When there is a dukkham, when we are faced with grief, when we are faced with a situation where it is natural that people will cry, anudvignamanaha. Udvignam is agitation. Yasya manam anudvignam vartate. Saha anudvignamanaha. A person whose mind is never agitated when there is a dukkam in front of you. Sukheshu vigata-sprihaha. Sukham, when you have to feel joyous about the occasion. Vigata-sprihaha. There is no attachment towards that object or towards the situation which gives him joy. So, he doesn't தமிழ்ல ஒன்னு சொல்லும் அலுங்காத இருக்கிறதும்போ இல்லையா அதுதாங்க எதுக்குமே கலங்காத எதுக்குமே அலுங்காத it's like padmapatra ivambasaha, one who is like a water droplet on a lotus leaf. So vigata sprihaha, only if you have an attachment to that situation you are going to jump up and down that oh I am so happy. Vita raga bhaya krodhaha, there is no bhayam, there is no anger, there is no raga attachment. Only such a person is called sthita dihi. His dihi, buddhi, is sthita, one who is steadfast in his buddhi. So one whose brain does not move according to the according to the situation. It is not agitated, nor does he become anything. So here actually, why it says dhihi, atratu dhiraha ityuktam, but there is the vyutpatti of dhira itself is dhyam rati or dhyam irayati, one who is a pandita, one dhairya yuktaha ityukte, one who does not think with his heart or his emotions or anything, one who has a firm decision with his buddhi. So he has more firm courage than anybody else. Atra. So he is like a Muni. Only then can he go to the forest. Kalidasa in his 12th sarga, Last time also I didn't mention the shloka, but this time I made a note of the shloka. Dadhato mangalakshome vasanasya cha valkale dadrishuhu vismitastasya mukharagam samam janaha. When Rama was wearing the silk clothing, mangalakshome dadataha ramasya valkale vasanasya cha ramasya. Even when Rama was wearing valkalam, the bark garments, tasya mukharagam, the facial expression in him. I told you, whatever is there in the mind is immediately reflected in the face. We saw Bhama, kopa davanata. Her face was down because of that anger. She couldn't face people there. And she was also feeling ashamed of herself because of that anger. Right? So she had put her face down. Tatha nasti atra mukharagam samam dadrishuhu janaha. Janaha, they were all vismitaha. They were surprised to see that Rama's face did not show any change in it at all. Whether he was wearing silk clothes or whether he was wearing Valkalam. That scene in Ramayana, very beautiful scene. More than that, the moment Kaikeyi comes and gives the bark garments to Rama, and he wears it, Lakshmana wears it, and then when she gives it to Sita, it's a very innocent scene where Sita is wondering, she's asking, how would the Rishi Patnis in the forest wear this bark garment? I don't know. She's unaware of that because she's always been attended upon by the palace attendants. So, saha paridattumeva na janati. She has no clue about how she has to wear those bark garments. It's a very poignant situation there. If you read that section, it's really, it will bring tears to your eyes, the way he has described it. So, sthira dhiraha, saha Ramaha. So, one who has a very firm courage, which means even in this situation, when he has to go to the forest, he has not lost his courage. Mukharagam samam dadrishuhu janaha iti. Next is, this is out of respect for his father. That is the meaning of this padam. But there are three adjectives for Dasharatha here. So we are going to go over each and every phrase. First one is Varamanada. So Dasharataha Varamanadaha. Each one of these are an adjective to Pita. Pituhu Adarat. So the Samasta Padam goes in this manner. So Pitradharat, Pitradarat is the word in the Shloka. So Pituhu Adarat, Pitr plus Adarat, Pitradarat. Rikara is substituted by Ra. Now what are all the adjectives? Varamanadaha Pita, Satyasaha Pita, Hritaha Pita. So there are three adjectives for Pita. That is Dasharatha here. So the first one is Varamanadaha. Varanam Sreshtanam Manadaha. Manam Dadati. Pujam Dadati iti. Puja Pradaha. One who gives honor to great people. So he honors many great people because his father was like this. So Rama also honored his father's promise. So each one is connected with Rama also here. So Varamanadaha, Varanam Shreshtanam Pujam Dadati, Puja Pradaha iti karanat, Dasharataha Varamanadaha. The other way to look at it is also Varayoho Kaikeyim Prati Kritasya Varadvayasya Manadaha Bahumanam Dadati. One who honors the two boons that were given to Kaikeyi. So he did not want to go back on his promise. That is the next one. So since he honors great people, and great people never go back on their promise, since he also likes Kaikeyi, she is dear to him, and he honored the two boons that he gave her. Now the next padam will fit for him now. What is the next padam? Satyasa Hritaha. One who is ashamed of discarding the promise. Not three adjectives, two adjectives. Sorry. So Satyasa Hritaha goes together here. Satyasa does not refer to Dasharatha. Satyasa Hritaha refers to Dasharatha. Satyasya asaha nirasanam. Nirasanam asa asukshepane. So to remove, to discard Satyam, to discard the promise that he has given. So satyasya nirasanam satyasaha. Satyasat hritaha. One who is ashamed of discarding the promise that he has given to Kaikeyi. So vara manadaha satyasa hritaha. Hri also is a lajja, it's a dhatu here. So you take it as kta pratyaya. It is a kta pratyayanta padam. So hritaha, satyasat hritaha, lajjitaha iti. Ashamed of discarding or ashamed of throwing out the satyam that he has made to Kaikeyi. So he wanted to give honor to that. Right? So varamanadaha cha satyasa hritaha cha satyasa hritaha cha pita cha saha varamanada satyasa hrita pita tasmin adaraha pitari adaraha. So tadrisha pitari adaraha yasya vidyate adaraha is bhakti. So he was a pitru bhaktiman. That is why he had to honor, and his father also did not want to go back on the 2 boons that he gave Kaikeyi. So he wanted to honor his father's, he wanted to keep the Satyasandaha iti Dasharathasya, in order to, मान रखने के लिए बाल्या, in that manner he wanted to keep save the honor of his father here. So tasmin bhaktihi asit ramasya. So tasmat vara manada satyasa hrita pitra adarat. Out of respect for his father, who did not want to go back on his promise, the promise which gives honor to great people, that is, keeping up a promise gives honor to great people, or he wanted to give honor to Kaikeyi also. Apahara uraha. Apahara uraha, because out of this respect, what did he do? He immediately donated all of his wealth. Inge, the poet just gives one word to indicate that Rama did not have any ornaments on himself. The last ornament that usually you remove is the haram. That's why we usually give a lot of importance to the necklace that you wear, for women at least. In those days, it was natural for men also to wear a lot of ornaments. Either it is in the ear or hand, your neck. But his chest here was without any hara, without any muktaharam or ornaments. So here you take it as haraha or haraha. You can even take it as plural. Apagataha haraha yasmat tat uraha. This is an adjective first to the uraha, chest. Uras is an napunsakalinga padam. So you take it as an adjective to uras first. So whose chest, from which ornaments were removed? Apagataha haraha or apagataha haraha abharanani yasmat tat uraha. Apaharam uraha, so which means apaharam. Apaharam uraha yasya saha apaharoraha. One who had discarded all of his ornaments. Right before the episode of, Kaikeyi giving the bark garments, I think 1 or 2 chapters before that, he donates all of his wealth. His personal wealth he donates. He gives lands to Brahmanas, cows to many Brahmanas. People get his wealth, ornaments, gold, silver, everything else. And he gives the attendants all of these wealth. And then he tells some of his trusted attendants to lock the palace and keep it safe until he comes back. So that's the only thing he probably retains, but he just gives away all of his wealth. There is a Brahmana who also comes and asks him, I think, Trijata. Not Trijata in Ashokavanam, but Trijataha iti vipraha kaschana. He comes and asks for wealth, and Rama gives him some 1,000 cows or something like that. So there's a nice episode there of that also. So apahara uraha. Uraha, now, I think we have had this before also. Uras is an apunsakalinga padam. So when you do apaharam uraha yasya saha, the resultant samasta padam it should be in Sakaranta Padam, but it will be in Pullinga. That is why you have Apaharoraha, like Chandramaha. Chandramaha, Chandramasau, Chandramasaha, Itivat, Atrapi, Sakaranta Padameva Urasya Shabdaha iti Karanat, Tatra Samasta Padamapi, Pullingam, because it is an adjective to Rama, you have to take it as a Pullinga Padam and make it into a Pullinga Pratipadikam. Then decline it like Chandramaha. Clear? So, Rama, from whose chest the ornaments were removed, Vanagami, Abhut or Babhuva, we have to take it as understood here. So, Asau, Apaharoraha, Pitra Adarat, Vanagami, Aho. He became a forest dweller. So, there was some Swarasyam here. The Gami, iti Nini Pratyaya, can be, we can say that Nini Pratyaya comes from the Sutram Vrate, wherein Vrate Gamyamane, Subante Upapade, Dhatoho Nini Pratyaha Syat. So Vanam Gataha, Vanam Gachati iti Vanagami, one who Vanagaha iti Nasti. Instead of that, when you put Nini Pratyaya, it usually talks about some kind of a force in it. So Nini is Tachilyam, one who has that Sheelam in him. Here, what is understood is, he is going on a vratam here for 14 years. Because the day he has to leave, Kausalya cooks a huge spread of food for him and says, come and eat. He comes to say, take leave of her. At that time, Kausalya says, sit down here, I will serve you. So much of food has been prepared for you. You won't get all of these things in the forest. He says, the moment my father told me, which means that vratam has started from then. So he just touches that asanam and touches the food and says, I have to live as an ascetic for 14 years. I cannot eat all of these things. This in the Panchapaksha Parivanambo. But this entire spread like a marriage feast, I cannot have this before going for a vratam. So his mind is already set here. That is why he is called an ideal person. Aho iti ascharye atra. Varamanada satyasa hrita pitradaraadaho bhaswara stiradhiropaharora vanagami asav. Now the Pratiloma Padyam. Saumyagana vararoha paro dhiras sthiras swabhaha hodarad atra Hodaradatrapitahri satya sadanam ara va. So the padacheda here is Saumya Gana Vararoha Paraha Dhiraha Sthira Swabhaha Ho Darat Atra Apitahri Satya Sadanam Ara va. Anvaya Ho atra saumyagana vararoha paraha sthiraswabhaha dhiraha. These are the three adjectives for Krishna. So Krishna goes to Bhama's house. Rama goes to the forest. Here Krishna goes to Satyabhama's residence. Hri satyasadanam darat iva ara. Okay. There is a question. Parama Annam. Okay. Panchapaksha Parama Annam. I didn't know that was Parama Annam. Thank you. Anyway. Saumyagana Vararoha Paraha Dhiraha Sthira Swabhaha Ho Darat. Now we have this ho here, which can either be taken as ho as an Avyaya Padam, or you can take it as ho Darat as a sandhi there, and padachchedaha kriyate chet, you have it as haha darat. Then haha refers to harihi. Haha shankare harau hamse rana romancha vajishu iti ratnamala. And one very popular name for Ganesha is Herambaha. You must have read that, right? Herambaha shankare Yasya Ramba. I think there is the meaning for He there is Shankara. Parameshwara. So, or he iti rane Shiva Samipe yaha rambate, during, or one who always stays near Shankara. He Shankare, Shankara Samipe, Shiva Samipe, yaha rambate, who is always making a noise here, who is calling people. Iti. So this is another explanation that we know for Heramba, for Ganesha. Whereas here we can take it as Haha or Harihi, Krishna. So Krishna, Sat Saumyagana Vararoha Paraha. You can either take it as one who is Paraha, Tatparaha. He is always involved in people, in women who sing very sweetly. Saumya Gana Yuktaha Vararohaha. Saumya Gana Vararohaha. Varaha Aroha. Aroha here is refers to the hip. So Vara Aroha, Aroha Yasyaha Sa. So a lady who has beautiful hips is called Vararoha, and it's a very common padam that you see all over Sahityam, in Shakuntalam, in Natakas. Kalidasa uses this word. You will find it in poems also. So Vararoha, and in Ramayanam you will find this word occurring many times. Okay. So Vararohe iti. And Vararoha here refers to a woman, or if you take it as in plural, you can take it as one who is interested in women, involved in women, who sing softly or who sing very sweetly. He has so many vibes here. There may be many people who are skilled in singing, right? So Saumyam Ganam, Saumya Ganam, Saumya Ganena Yuktaha Vararohaha. Or Saumyagana Yukta Vararoha, as in Bhama is very skillful in singing sweetly. So he being very involved, or Bhama being very dear to Krishna here. So he is interested in Bhama more than anybody else, because she also sings very sweetly. She is very skillful here. So Saumyagana Vararoha Paraha, Sa Para Yasya Saha. One who is Bhama, who is the ultimate for him. Even though he may have given, she is ultimate for him, which in the sense that she is the most dear wife for Krishna. That is there, taken. Everybody knows that Bhama is the favorite here, just as how Kaikeyi is the favorite for Dasharatha. Here, Satyabhama is the favorite for Krishna. It's a common fact. So Saumyagana Vararoha Paraha Api, even though he was like that, and he was also Sthira Swabhaha. His lustre, Bhaha, Swabhaha, Swabhaha, his own Nija Tejas was Sthiram. Sthiram is Shashwatam. The same, just as how we spoke about Rama there, Mukharagam Samam Dadrishuhu, whether it was anger or whether if it was Sukham va Dukkham va, Tasya Mukhasya Ragaha tu Samanaha Asit. Tatha Atrapi Yataha Swe Dhamni Sthiraha Asit. He was steadfast in his own in his own Prakasha, Atma Prakashe Saha Sthiraha Asit. If you are steadfast in your Atma, then nothing else outside is going to affect you. They are Avatara Purusha. Here, Krishna is also a Purna Avatara. So definitely, he will not show any of these emotions in his Mukham. But Anna Krishna is not like Rama here. See, Rama was a Purushavatara, and Rama also Atmanam Manusham Manye, and he wanted to show that he was an ideal person. So he did not show any Mukharagam to teach people that, you know, no matter what situation, try to be as equanimous as you can. Don't give in to those emotions. That was his goal. Whereas Krishna, he was an actor here. அதாவது சிச்சுவேஷனுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி அவர் வந்து ஜெகஜால கில்லாடி போமல்லையோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பர்சன் கிருஷ்ணா. It's a very endearing personality that he has. He showed every kind of emotion all over, but everywhere it is as if, you know, he was mocking and saying, you know what, this is an emotion that I have to bring in. It is not a real emotion. I don't feel these emotions there. Dukkhitaha iva, kruddhaha iva, everything is iva. It is not a real emotion that Krishna shows during his Leela, everywhere, during his Charitam. Yeah? So the explanation for that is, he was in his Atma Prakasha. Swabhaha nija tejaha, shashvatam tejaha yasya saha. So sthira swabhava, swabhaha, one whose luster was eternal here. He apita hri satya sadanam. He went to the house of Satya. Satya here is Satyabhama. So he went to Satyabhama's house. Satyabhama's house, the house of Satyabhama is described in this one samasta padam, apita hri satya sadanam. So most of it is only an adjective to Satyabhama here. Satya sadanam, Satyayaha sadanam, the house of Satya, Satyabhama. So sadanam, bhavanam, agaram, mandiram, nishantam, vastyam. Nishantam na, the place where you go to at the end of, until the end of night. So nishantam is usually the place where you stay at night. So it is also a griham only. It is a word for griham here. Vastyam, place where you live. Sadanam, bhavanam, agaram, mandiram, all of these refer to house. There are many paryayavachi shabda in Amarakosham. So apita hri satya. So how is Satya? Satya is qualified as apita hrihi. She is a person to whom shame has been brought. Apitam, as in Nijanta here. The prapita. We say prapitam, right? So prapitam is in prapayati and then kta pratyaya prapita. The same, instead of pra, you remove the pra upasarga and then you just take the apla dhatu, then it is apayati apita. So to whom shame has been brought. Atra, why is there shame? Sapatni parijata arpanat Swenaiva prapita lajja Satyabhama. Satyabhama has been brought to the state by himself, by Krishna himself, because he decided to give the flower to Rukmini and not to Satyabhama. He keeps claiming that Satyabhama is his favorite. But what has happened ultimately? He gave the flower to Rukmini, who had done that vratam, and Narada came. And the situation was like that, no? She was nearby. She had just completed that vratam. He was pleased with her. So he gave that parijata pushpam to her. But then that action also proved something else, that he showed favoritism towards Rukmini. Because of that, she became upset. Satyabhama became upset and she was ashamed that till now Krishna had been calling her as the favorite and proclaiming that she was the favorite to everybody, and suddenly he is showing favor to someone else, so she became upset here. So apita hrihi yasyaha sa apita hrihi iti satyayaha visheshana. So apita hrihi cha sa satya cha apita hri satya. Apita hri satyayaha sadanam. Ara is your dhatu here. We'll come to that later. Ara ru gacchati, ru gatau dhatu lit lakaraha. So aratuhu aruhu, he went. We have seen this dhatu before also. Okay. Now we know sort of what are all the dhatus that we will use, and he generally uses only litlakara. Okay. Now this darat va means bhayat iva, as if he was afraid of Satyabhama here. He was not afraid of Satyabhama. It was as if he was afraid of Satyabhama. That's all. Okay. Darat va. He was showing, why should he rush to Satyabhama's house? The moment she was angry and she closed her doors, Krishna went to Satyabhama's house to placate her, to santonartham tatra agat. But he did not have any of the sira swabhaha saha. So his mind was not perturbed at all. It was not agitated, but it seemed to everybody that he went to Satyabhama's house as if out of fear. Va here means iva. So, va yatha tatha eva evam samye. Aho hi cha vismaye. So all of these words can be used to indicate samyam. Samyam here refers to aupamyam, eva. It is as if. So darat va ara. Daraha here is trasaha, bhitihi, bhihi sadvasam bhayam. Out of fear. So bhayat eva. Now this is a alankara, and the alankara is called hetu preksha. What is the reason for Krishna to go to the sadanam, bhama sadanam? As if out of fear. This as if out of fear, I took this reference from Bhagavatam. If you look at Kunti's Stuti, bhirapi yad bibheti iti vartate. Where even fear fears Krishna. The fear also does not want to come and stand in front of Krishna. That is, all of the negative feelings fear Krishna and they all run away from him. But Krishna took on that fear in his face and showed it in a situation. This is even when he was young. So imagine how much he must have practiced. And when he was older, it is very easy for him to bring that feeling of fear in his face. It is very easy when he had to deal with Bhama to say that, I'm out of fear that I am coming here. Iti. Gopyadade tvai kritagasi damatavat yate dashashru kalila anjana sambhramaksham vaktram niniya bhaya bhavanaya sthitasya samam vimohayati bhirapi yad bibheti. Sa bhaya bhavana Mam vimohayati iti Kunti vadati. So Kunti is actually doing a stuti towards Krishna here. And she is recalling this incident that happened when he was young. And Gopi atra Yashoda eva. So Gopi, tvai kritagasi. When you had made a mistake, when Krishna had made a mistake when he was a young boy, Gopya tavat dama adade. So she took a rope to tie you. Right? When she took a rope to tie you, knowing that you had made a mistake at that point of time, the state of Krishna, Kunti describes the state of Krishna. She is also a mother, right? So how would the mother have viewed the child here when he was crying? அப்படியே கண்ணெல்லாம் வந்து இல்ல சா தசா யா தசா அஸ்ரு கலில அஞ்சன சம்பிரம அக்ஷம் வக்திரம் பய பாவனையா நினிய ஸ்திதஸ்ய தசா te dasha. Your state at that point of time. How was the state of Krishna then? He had put his face down. Bhaya bhavanaya sthitasya. He was standing with a bhavana. Bhavanam nale enna bhavana pandrambo. In Tamil we use this very commonly to say you pashanga pandra, bhavana pandra. We say, use this word to say you are actually acting. Don't do excuses or don't act up. So bhaya bhavana here means the same thing. You bring on that action, that feeling of fear, and your face, which has eyes, aksham, which is sambhrama, agitated, because you don't know what she is going to do, as if she is going to come and hit you or what. Ashru kalila anjanam. Anjanam, the kajal that she did for you, Gopi. Yashoda decorates Krishna every day in the morning with kajal and ornaments and everything, right? So that kajal is slowly kalilam. It is not correct, but it has become malinam because of ashru. It is slowly dropping out on the side because of the tears that are there in his eyes. So tadrisha akshi vartate tasya vaktre tasya anane. So his face had eyes which were clouded with the ashru, with the tears that were there, and the kajal was just dropping on the side. Tadrisham vaktram niniya. You put your face down like this. Bhaya bhavanaya stitasya te dasha. That state seems to make me totally confused here, deluded here. I am captivated by that. Sa dasha mam vimohayati. It is endearing state because bhirapi yad bibheti. Even bhayam is afraid of you. Whereas you took on that bhayam and you were showing that fear in you. What is the, how can I explain this? Iti kunti stotram karoti tatra. So that's why you say, dharat iva. He started off right from young age. So he has got lots of practice in showing this fear in his face. No? He's like the greatest actor here. So this is an hetu utpreksha. In the sense, utpreksha is sambhavana. There is no fear in him. This fear, out of fear, he went to. So why did he go to Bhama's sadanam? Out of fear. Daraha becomes the hetu. But that dara, it does not exist in Krishna at all. So it is utprekshitaha. So sambhavitaha. We imagine that this fear is there in him, and that fear is the hetu for Krishna to go to Bhama's sadhana. So this is called hetu utpreksha. The reason is being fancied here. Okay. So saumyagana vararoha paraha dhiraha sthirasvabhaha ho darat atra can atra in this situation you can say, as she was angry and had closed her doors, apita khri satyasadanam arava. Now let's go over the bhavartham for both shlokas. Varamanada satyasa hrita pitradarat aho bhaswara sthiradhira apahara uraha vanagami aso. So vanagaminam ramam varnayati. Ramasya tu pitari bhaktihi asit. He had a great respect towards his father. How was his father? Tasya pita dasharataha varamanadaha shresthanam pujakaha. Varamanadaha Kaikeyaha varadvayam bahumanayati iti. And then bahumanam karoti saha satyasandaha asit iti karanat. He the result of this, or the tatparyam of this varamanada, is satyasandaha. And satyasa hritaha. He was also lajjita. He was ashamed to discard the promise, so he wanted to keep up the promise. So satyasandaha asit. How was Rama? Prakashamanaha, bhaswaraha, sthira dhiraha, sthira dhairya yuktaha, muni iva asit saha, Ramaha munihi iva asit. Ataha abharanani api nishkasya vanam agat apahara uraha vanagami asau. Okay? Now the next is saumyagana vararoha paraha dhiraha sthirasvabhavaha hodaradatra apita hri satyasadanam arava. So Krishnasya vyomasanskrit-pathasala. Bhama kidrishi asit ya sundaram gayati tasyam bhamayam Shri Krishnaha anuraktaha. Vararoha paraha. So which means vararoha para yasya saha. She was the greatest for him. She was the most favorite for him because she also sang very sweetly. She was skillful. Dhiraha. Krishna, Vishnoho avataratvat, he was also sthira swabhavaha. Oh, I forgot to give the dhira is the same thing only. Sthira swabhaha, one who has a prakasha which is akshina, sthira, which is eternal. Nitya prakasha yuktaha saha. Apita hri satyasadana. Rukmanyai parijata pushpam adat. So because he gave parijata pushpam to Rukmani, who is sapatni, Bhama kupita asit, she became angry. So apita hri, Krishnasya cheshta eva bhamayam lajja prapita. So because of his actions, lajja or shame was brought to Bhama. So Bhamayaha lajja karanam tasya cheshta eva. Sapatni haste pushpadanam. Okay. And darat va agat. Ara. So there you can say it as bhitaha iva Krishnaha Bhamayaha sadanam agachat. Okay. So we finished with the 11th shloka. Now if you have any questions, you can raise your hands. I will unmute. Namaste. You can unmute yourself and ask. Admin 123 ityasti. I don't know.
Yes. I am on Mr. Sudarsanam from Sri-Rangam.
Namaste.
Tayar, Ranganayagi Tayar, Ashtotara Satanama Stotram has got a Namavali, Bhaskarim, Dilva Nilayam, Vararoham, Yashaswinim. When we do the Archana, Vararohaya Namaha is one of the name.
Vararohayai Namaha.
Vararohayai Namaha. Yes. I thought of informing this.
Okay. Yes. Vararoham Yashaswinim. Correct. Thank you. Namaste. Sundar Mahodaya, you can unmute yourself. Sundar Srinivasan Nityasti. Okay. You can unmute yourself and ask the question, or if you have. Okay. The next person.
Yes. It's about Panchapaksha, this thing. 5 types of eateries. That is Bhakshanam, Peyam, Lehyam, Khadyam, and Utsasravam. One, Lehyam is what you lick. Khadyam is what you
eat. Peyam is what you drink. And then?
And then what you urinjar, what you suck.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Thank you so much. Next, there is. Please change your name so that it's easier for me. Users iPad.
I'm not able to change.
No, that's okay. Never mind. In the admin 1, 2, 3 users iPad and all, I'm like.
No, that is true. I'm not able to change. I tried a few times.
Okay. No
There's
worries.
a lot of confusion in my this thing.
No worries. Yeah. Thank you. No problem. The next person. Yeah. You have a question? Users iPad.
Bhanumati. I'm Bhanumati.
Bhanumati. Okay. Namaste.
Namaste. In fact, Sandhyagan, but I want to say Sanskrit, English, Nadu, Tamil, Romba Araha, and the words are Romba interesting. Romba enjoyable. So that's also I try to call.
Tamil இல்லைன்னா அது என்னமோ சொல்லாத மாதிரி இருக்கு எனக்கு.
நிஜமா தனி ஃப்ளேவர் கொடுக்கிறது அது.
Thank you.
So it's very much enjoyable. Excellent, Bahini.
Excellent. Thank you. Narayana Swami Mahodaya.
Namaskaram.
Sure. Namaskaram.
I live in Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. So I just want to tell you that for this other course that I'm doing, that is Yadaviyam, we were asked to do a project. So for which I chose among the 3 topics, one of this was Gopala Vimshati. So one of the shlokas there,
yes,
actually talks about exactly the same thing that you mentioned about Kunti's reaction.
The Kanna Mudindruvar.
So what he says is, this is the shlokam, I just read out this. Parivartita Kandharam Bhayena. That is, he turns his face due to fear. Now we all know that Krishna has no fear of anybody. So this is a pretension. And then second thing is, he also smiles. Smita Pulladhara Pallavam Smarani. So I thought I can mention this because such a beautiful expression.
Absolutely.
Of Deshika, that he brings out Krishna's
the same episode of Gopyadade Hartum Kumbe Vinihata Karaswadu Hayyangavinam nu varum ஒரு ஸ்லோகம். திருஷ்டுவா தாம கிரகண சதுராம் மாதரம் ஜாதரோஷாத். அதாவது மாதரம் ஜாதரோஷாம் திருஷ்டுவா, he has actually put his hand inside the pot. Hartum kumbhe vinihita karaha. He has placed his hand to take the hayyangavinam, the fresh butter that is there. As his hand is inside that kumbham, he sees his mother who is angry, and damagrahana chatulam, she has the rope to tie him. Payadishat prachalita padaha. He takes one leg and places another, he wants to go, but at the same time the butter is also very attractive for him. Napagachan natishtan. He is neither moving away, nor is he standing there. Nitya Gopas Sapadi Nayane Meelayan Vishwagoptava. Abdi kanna moodinta, everything else will be dark, no? He won't know what is happening. So immediately he closes his eyes, it seems. It's very beautiful.
We see this with children all the time. So they actually don't want to face the situation, though they think they're closing their eyes, their mother won't see them.
அவ்வளவுதான். கோபால தேசிகர்ஸ் இது வந்து ரொம்ப பியூட்டிஃபுல்.
நீங்க சொல்ற விதம் எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருக்கு. ஒரு செமி ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்டா போட்டு எங்களையும் வேலை வாங்குறேன். நீங்க யோசனை பண்ண வைக்கிறீங்க. I did as a professor in IIM Bangalore some 4 years back. So my method was similar to yours, making students work harder than I do. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anuradha Mode.
Namaskar, Acharya.
Namaste.
In Rama, you explained the Sitadhi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, see, in Bhagavad Gita also, in the second chapter, 52 verses, from 52 verses, Krishna explains all that characters of Sita Prajna.
Yes.
And before that one, no one should question how it is possible. He has showed himself in the Rama. That's so amazing.
That's true. Yes. Nobody can question him. Have you been like this city?
Yeah.
He has shown it in Ramayana. Oh, very, very nice. Correct. So true.
So, Dhanyawada. Sanatan Dharma is so great.
Indrani Rao.
Mahodaya, I just wanted to tell you how much I enjoy your classes. Beautifully researched, beautifully presented. I just have one request. Up until the last shloka, you were giving the PDF file. From the 10th onwards, the PDF file is not available.
Or maybe I have not uploaded it. My bad. Last week I should have done it. I will upload it for the 11th and the 10th, and I'll ask them to do it. Sure.
Otherwise, we have to go through and keep pausing and making notes.
Correct. No, I understand. I will, it's this thing. I have not updated the...
Thank you, and wonderful. Your classes are truly wonderful. Thank
you very much. Shankari Mahodaya.
Namaste, Mahodaya.
Namaste.
क्षम्यतामहं मम नाम यदा लिखितवती तदा आटो टैपिङ्ग् अभवत्.
No worries. I understood that it was you.
धन्यवादः भवति. अभ्यमार्गम् अस्मि गच्छन्ती अस्मि गृहं प्रति. भवत्याः दक्षिणं त्यक्तुं मनः नास्ति अतः एवं शृण्वती गच्छन्ती अस्मि. काचित् भगिनी उक्तवती चोष्यम् इति उरुञ्जिदल्लि.
उरियर्द्. ओके, चोष्यम्.
चोष्यम्. अन्यत् एवं नेत्रे निमीलयति चेत् मम श्वश्रु माता एवं वदति पूर्ण कन्न मूडिड उलकम इरुंdu पोयिडुम.
करेक्ट. அதே பழமொழி தான். பூன கண்ண மூடிண்டா உலகமே இருண்டுடுறதுன்னு. வெரி கரெக்ட்.
वयं न पश्यामः, वयम् एवं चिन्तयामः इति. पुनः समानदृश्यम् अहं रामानन्दसागरस्य रामायण दृश्ये दृष्टवती. परशुराम रामयोः मेलनसमये परशुराम वदति अहं लक्ष्मणः मध्ये मध्ये सम्भाषणं कुर्वन् भवति, अहं भवन्तं द्रष्टुं न इच्छामि इति परशुराम वदति. आङ्कें कोलो इति वदति सः लक्ष्मणः, अहं न दृश्येते इति. बहु तद् प्रसिद्ध वचनम्. इदानीमपि पुनः प्रदर्शनं कृतवन्तः किल कोरोना समये. तदा लक्ष्मणः इति यः अभिनीतवान् तम् एवं पृष्टवन्तः, पुनः समानवचनं वदतु, वयं श्रोतुम् इच्छामः इति. बहु सम्यक् भवति. धन्यवादः महोदय. बहु सम्यक् अस्ति भवत्याः विवरणं. यथा अन्ये अस्माकं भगिन्यः वदन्ति, भवत्याः तु शृण्वन्तः भवामः चेत् महान् आनन्दः भवति. धन्यवादः महोदय.
Thank you. I think no other questions. Huh? Okay. Let me just finish with the Mangala Shloka. रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः. कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. Okay. Namaste. We'll meet